Ladies,
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Pretenders or Contenders Coaches Show. I'm your host, Coach Devon Powell, head football coach at Laurel High School, assistant basketball coach at Laurel High School, and I'm joined by my co-host, the hardest working man in podcast land, Midnight Rider. What's going on, brother?
what's going on, man? How you doing, man?
Hey, man, doing fine, man, feeling fine. Enjoying this nice day off of work.
Oh, that's right. Holiday.
Yeah, holiday. We appreciate everybody for joining in tonight. We got another great show lined up for you all tonight. Pretty shortly, we'll be joined by Coach Marcus Jackson, Law High School Wrestling, also the wrestling rep for PG County, as they talk about the county championship of wrestling coming up this weekend. We'll discuss PG County basketball as we head into playoff time. You know, that run for the state championship that's about to begin in a little bit over a week. And then we'll be joined by my guy, Ron Anthony, who runs the DMV football coaches group. And he'll be discussing his upcoming coaches clinic that he has going on, and, just talk a little bit about the coaches group and what they've done the last few years. So everybody just sit back, enjoy the ride, man. And we're going to try to entertain you for an hour here, I guess.
A little something.
A little
A little
something.
something.
Before we get started, though, Midnight Ride, I wanted to mention, the Redskins family, we lost a good one this weekend. Um, Lineman Trey Johnson, former Redskin, passed away over the weekend while on vacation with his family. So wanted to send my condolences out to his family, man. And, if you ever got a chance to meet Trey, man, he was just a good guy, man. Nice guy to sit there and talk to you. Didn't mind sharing a brief moment with you. As we was talking off air, his daughter used to play Boys and Girls Club basketball for a good friend of mine, Coach Tony Pollock, over there at the Bowie Bulldogs. And I was coaching Law Wildcats at the time, and we used to play against each other all the time. And he would just come into the gym, man, and you see a big guy like that coming to the gym. It could be intimidating to some young girls out there, but he was a good guy, man. He used to sit there and just talk to us for at least an hour or so after the games, man. So sad to see that, hear that news yesterday, and just like I said, sending our condolences out to his family.
Yeah, for me, it was my experience was all Redskins related for him. Um, I just remember him getting drafted in the first round out of Temple, playing on some okay teams and just having success and then going away and coming back. But he was definitely probably one of my favorite players in that time. Um, Sad to hear the news, but I know he was doing stuff at Landon. I know he was teaching history.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting transition. Go from offensive lineman pancaking people to sitting back and shaping young minds. But I mean, that's what he had a passion for. That's the beautiful part about it.
Yeah, man, and if you ever talk to him, man, like you could tell that he was a smart guy too. Very articulate. Could hold a conversation with you, talk about any subject. And I didn't know he was a history guy. I'm a history major in education
Mhm.
too, so that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So
So,
again, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, I was gonna say, go ahead and finish your statement because I think you want to put a bow on this, and then we can go on to something next.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, man. As growing up a Redskin fan, some of those guys, they play big roles in our lives. Those are guys that we
Mhm.
follow, especially if you're a diehard sports fan, as myself and yourself. We follow those guys, and even though we might not know them personally, in their day to day lives, they become part of our lives. So, that was some sad news to hear there, man.
Yep, totally agree, man.
Yeah. So we Going to move on here. We're going to start talking some PG County basketball real quick. Just give you an update on the standings and talk about our players of the week, and then we'll talk to Coach Marcus when he jumps in, and then we'll go back and start some playoff conversation with basketball before our next guest comes in. Well, you know what? Coach Marcus just jumped in. Let's go ahead and grab him now, and then we can start talking about basketball afterwards.
You got it.
All right. So right now we're joined by, my guy, Coach Marcus Jackson,
Hey, that's dope. I like that.
the wrestling coach at Law High School, and the wrestling rep. You the wrestling rep for the county, right?
For the region.
For the region. Oh, my bad. I shortchanged it a little bit. For the region, so come on in. What's going on, Marcus? How you feeling?
Man, I'm stressed out, man. It's tough having a good team, and your three biggest tournaments of the year is about to come up.
What's stressful about that, man? This is what we live for. This is the time of year we're supposed to be stepping up and ready to go, man. What you nervous for? I ain't taught you well if you're nervous.
Nah, man, it's just this team got a lot of potential this year. I say every year we got a chance to win a county title. Now we really do mean it this year. Like we really do have an opportunity to bring home a county championship.
All right, so before you discuss the championship this weekend, man, just talk about your team real quick and the status, how they looking right now. I know you guys just finished regionals.
Yeah, so we just finished up dual regions. Unfortunately, we fell short. We became the regional runner-ups, but I can't say we were the only PG County team to become that close. Everybody else lost in the semifinals, I think. So that's a big accomplishment we took. And I think us losing in the regional finals, it made our team so hungry. Like the last two practices we had on Saturday and today, you can see the difference, man. They really ready to go to work.
So for a novice to this world of wrestling, this version of wrestling, what's Saturday? So what does Saturday represent in terms of for the county? Are these all like finals, or are we doing some qualifying? Like how does a kid get here on this day?
Okay, so this is the beginning of the road to states, right? So every kid can participate in the conference tournament. Okay, so every school gets your 14 weights. You get one kid per weight class, and you enter them to the tournament. For PG County, since we're one of the biggest counties, if you place top 6 in this tournament, you're an automatic qualifier for the regional tournament.
Okay.
Got it. So
And go ahead, Coach.
I was gonna say, I ask you this all the time, Marcus, because I just started following wrestling a few years ago,
Mm-hmm.
you got the team stuff and then you got the individual stuff. So
Right.
explain the timeline of both of them real quick. The team schedule and then the county schedule. How does that lead into states?
Okay, so technically, the team aspect is over with because the state dual championships was last Saturday. So theoretically, we're now all individuals. Now, you as a team can win a county tournament, and that's how you become the county champions necessarily. Yes, I could have two individual champions, but if your team overall does a great job, you got county placers, county placers, county finalists. Your school can become the county champions, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. So the county championship is after the state regionals, as far
Correct.
as team goes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, you kind of got to fix that one. Okay, all right, gotcha.
I mean, that's statewide, so it's not really.
Okay.
It's just been a thing that everybody does. It's hard to explain, to be honest.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
Is there people that we should be looking out for? Saturday names or very successful wrestlers, I should say. That we should keep our eyes out for.
Man, I'm gonna always tell you, look out for my guys in the blue and gold singlets. We're a really good team. We got some guys that could really, and I will say, I have one girl going into the co-ed lineup, and she's tough. But outside of my school, we got the returning state champ, Austin Hayes. He will be wrestling between 113, 120. We have Leo Foreman, who is he's a projected state champion right there this year. Last year he took third. This year he should win it all, in my opinion.
What schools are they with, Marcus?
Those are both Roosevelts. I'm sorry, Eleanor
Okay.
Roosevelt.
Okay.
We got Jeffrey Archer from Bowie, who definitely gonna be a state finalist, in my opinion. He's in between weight between 138 and 144. But honestly, I told his coach, you could put him at any weight class. He's gonna handle his business this weekend.
Okay. So what time do the festivities get started on Saturday?
Oh, I can tell you the time, but Coach Powell's gonna laugh because we always run late. So
So what time is it supposed to start?
it's supposed to start at 9:00.
Goodness gracious.
And then how long does it go?
Oh, not Saturday. We're probably gonna be there till about 8:00, maybe, if that.
So you're going from 9 to 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
At midnight, let me tell you something. I've always avoided going to track meets because they're so daggone long. But a wrestling event, counties and regionals, man, you talking about they got to find a way to clean this up and speed this up.
Don't get me wrong. There's some operational things we could do to make it a little bit more crisp, but it's the nature of the beast, man. You're waiting on kids to show up. You got to weigh in. You got to give kids time to replenish whatever they had for cutting weight or whatever. So it's the nature of the beast, unfortunately.
Okay.
So also talk about next weekend, Marcus, the regionals that we're hosting in Law.
Yeah, I'm fortunate enough that I am the tournament director, and we're hosting the 4A South, 4A 3A South regionals, co-ed and girls tournament. So you're going to see 4 different counties coming together for a chance to go to the state tournament. You place top 4 in the region, you go to states.
And is that going to be just as long as this tournament?
Oh, maybe longer. I only got 2 matches, so
it's rough. Midnight is rough. I done worked it the last couple of times we done hosted, man. It's rough.
Hey, man, but hey, I'm organized though. I keep it moving.
All right, a couple comments real quick. We got Jerome saying, "Sup, y'all? Tell him to change his picture, Marcus."
Oh, he fired.
Or he gets fired again. Right. My guy Carson first time seeing Coach Marcus without a hat. Because he must have got a haircut.
No, I'm slacking right now. The hand's over there in the corner.
This must be KG. Maybe it's KG. Say 9 a.m. Eastern United States time.
I don't know whatever time else it would be, but okay. Let's go with that.
And then Carson said, "This is like a track meet time." Yeah, you're right. It's a long day. It's a long day, but you see some good matches though, so it keeps you entertained.
Hey, look, and that's why I got Coach Powell doing concessions. He gonna be over there handling business, selling the burgers, the hot dogs, the chips, the sodas.
Yeah, the Booster Club, Spartans Legacy Booster Club will be in the building both days. That's BJ checking in. Gotcha. All right, Marcus, man. Well, I appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah, no problem.
And I won't be there Saturday, but I know the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network is going to be in the building.
There we go.
And Midnight Rider and the Gentleman Jack will be in the house. and then
Yeah. I don't know how long we're gonna be in the house, but we're gonna be there.
So look, Midnight. This is what I tell you. I would say for you to show up, if you could do 2 times that day, the semifinals, and then of course for the finals, man. The finals is going to be a banger. We got some good matchups projected, and hey, it's for a county championship.
All right. See what I can do for you, man.
There you go. Make it happen, Captain.
We might have to do this in
Right,
shifts.
right. Hey, man. Well, good luck to the 300, man, and I'll be checking in with y'all all day long. So my guy Sammy John, go get one.
Oh yeah, man. He's hungry for one, man. They keep disrespecting my man in the state, so he's definitely on a hunger run right now.
Cool. All right, Marcus, man. I'm gonna let you go, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
It was Coach Marcus Jackson, wrestling coach at Law High School, and also the regional rep. I say county rep, but he's the regional rep for wrestling. Getting ready for the county championships this Saturday at Oxon Hill High School, starting at 9 a.m. Co-ed and girls county championship, I think he said it was. So good luck to all the wrestlers in the county that's heading down there. Wish everybody good luck. Go ahead and get that state bid. And let's keep on putting on for PG County wrestling. It's growing. It's getting better.
That's what's up, man.
All right. So we're going to move on, man. Let's get the PG County basketball real quick, man. We've come down to the nitty gritty. We got a week left. Next Monday is the last play date, heading into the playoffs. So it's been a great ride, man. I know in the land of the 300, man, we started the week off on a high last week, man, last Tuesday night, knocking off Wise High School on a buzzer beater in overtime. And then we came out and laid an egg the next 2 games against Flowers on Thursday night. We never even showed up to the gym. You know me, I'm gonna keep it real. And then Friday night we hosted Roosevelt at the 300, man, and we had our opportunities, man, but it just didn't go our way, man. It just didn't go our way. So, tough sledding for the 300, but it don't matter when the playoffs start. We 0-0, so we'll see how that goes. But the current standings in the county right now, 4A standings, Flowers is 17-0. They're on a hot streak, man. And if you ain't got a chance to see Brandon Brooks play, he's the coach's son over at Flowers, man, and he's only a junior, and he's killing it right now. So he will he wants to come on the show and talk, but he said, Coach, I'm locked in right now, so I'm on a mission. He was like, do you mind if I come on after the season is done? I said, Brandon, I got you, buddy.
That's what's up, man. I like that.
Got you. He's like, Coach, I really want to come on there, man, but I'm just focused. I'm in the gym a lot now, so I was like, all right, Brandon, you good, buddy. So they're 17-0 right now. Bowie is 12-6. Roosevelt's sitting at 11-7. Wise is 10-6. Wise had a tough week last week, man. They had 2 losses, 2 buzzer beater losses last week. So they're trying to bounce back for that this week. Bladensburg is at 10-7. The Spartans, the 300, we're at 9-10 right now. We have senior night coming up tomorrow night at the 300. So we got 5 seniors we're going to honor before the game. We're playing High Point High School tomorrow. Duval is 7-8 right now. The 300 travels to them on Friday night. High Point is 5-9. Parkdale is 3-13. Suitland's 1-16, and Northwestern's 1-16. Over on the 1A, 2A, 3A side, we got Largo, defending state champions over there, is 14-4. Gwynn Park is 14-5. Fairmont is 13-5. Potomac is 13-5. CMIT North is 12-5. Surrattsville is 11-7. Douglas is 10-7. Oxon Hill is 8-10. Crossland is 7-10. CMIT South is 6-10. Friendly is 3-13. And Central is 3-14. So that rounds out our PG County standings right now. Like I said, everybody makes the playoffs in the state of Maryland. So once the playoff starts, we're all 0-0. Want to give a shout out to our players of the week in the county. 1 second. 1A, 2A, 3A. We got co-player of the weeks this week for both divisions. Our first one is John Gray from Potomac High School. And John had a good week this week. He averaged 23 points and 10 rebounds in a week that Potomac went 2-1. So big shout out to John Gray and his accomplishment over the week. And then also our co-player of the week, 1A, 2A, 3A, is Jalen Johnson from Largo High School. Johnson averaged 21 points and 7 rebounds as Largo went 3-0 last week. So big shout out to both of them, and congratulations to them and their teams and their success. And I wish them further success going forward in these next couple of weeks. Then we'll move to the 4A player of the week. And we got co-players of the week this week as well. Guy I just mentioned, Brandon Brooks from Flowers High School, junior. Brandon had a nice week last week too, man. And if you haven't seen him play, the boy can flat out get it. So Brandon averaged 23 points and 11 rebounds last week for the undefeated Flowers Jaguars.
Man.
Yep. And then our co-player of the week was Dante Whitaker from Eleanor Roosevelt High School. Dante had a good week as well. He averaged 21 points and 7.5 rebounds in a 3-0 week for the Raiders of Roosevelt. So both those kids are balling, man. Dante is also a receiver for Roosevelt's football team, and he committed to Morgan State during signing day. So, shout out to Dante. He was also part of the PG County All-Star team, and also made first team All-County as well. So shout out to those guys, man. Them young guys is out there balling, man. And, people look down on the county, because a lot of our major players, they go private school or whatever, but we got some kids that can just flat out ball, man. You got Dion Walker, he won player of the week in the county 3 weeks in a row over there at Wise High School, man. And I think he's averaging like 29 points a game. He's getting it done. Then you got the freshman at the 300. I talked about him last week. He was the player of the week last week, which I didn't get to show it, but he's player of the week last week. And he had 38 points against Northwestern. He hit the buzzer beater last Tuesday night against Wise to win that in overtime. And, he's averaging about 19 points a game right now as a freshman, man. And he's just killing it. So we got some ballers out there, Midnight.
I think we talked about him Sunday morning, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think we brought him up Sunday morning, and to wrap it up, just mentioned that he was the player of the week for the last week.
Gotcha.
So I did. I know I mentioned him. I just don't remember the show I was on when I mentioned him.
Because you on so many damn shows, it's hard to remember which show you mentioned. Because you're the man. On so many damn shows, I'm sure you can't keep track of them, man.
Nah, man.
Before we just want to touch base real quick, man, on on our state playoff scenarios. Can you see that, Midnight? Is it big
Yes,
enough?
sir.
Just discussing the PG County schools, man. If you go down into the Class 4A South right now, which is the 300 is a part of that region. Montgomery Blair's at 12-5, and Paint Branch are tied at the top at 12-5. Roosevelt is 9-6 currently, and these records are different than what shows on the county records because the state does not include Christmas and holiday tournaments
Okay.
in their calculation. So, like I said, Blair and Paint Branch are tied for first place right now at 12-5. Roosevelt's at 9-6. The 300 Spartans at 8-7. High Point is at 4-8, and Northwestern is 1-15. So when the regional happens, I think first day of regionals is the 26th. 6 teams in the region. Top two teams will get a bye. So then it'll be 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5. So it looks like no matter what happens this week, the 300 we can't finish no worse than 4th. So we'll host a first round game in the region. And it looks like it'll probably be High Point, and then Northwestern will travel to Roosevelt. So that's how that region is setting up. We're rebuilding this year. We're struggling a little bit at the 300, but we are back to back 4A South regional champions. So we got a title to defend there, and we're reigning state champions. So let's see what happens. The 4A South 2 region, Flowers is undefeated right now, 15-0. Bladensburg is in second right now at 10-5. Wise is third at 10-6. Duval is 5-7. Parkdale 3-10, and Suitland 2-14. And same scenario, 6 teams there. So first 2 teams will get a bye. Then we go to Bowie, who's over in the 4A East region, E2 region, with Broadneck, Leonardtown, Crofton, North Point, and Annapolis. And right now, Bowie is sitting in first place right now at 9-5. Broadneck is 8-7 in second. Leonardtown is 8-8. Crofton is 9-9. North Point is 7-9, and Annapolis is 5-13. So that's your 4A teams regions now. And then we got let's see, in the 3A. Let me see who we got in the 3A. When we get to the 3A, we be all over the place with these divisions. So in the 3A South 2, we got right now Great Mills is 16-2. Potomac is 13-2. Largo is 13-3. St. Charles is 12-3. Oxon Hill is 8-8. And Choctaw is 4-12. Midnight, that's going to be a tough region there.
That looks tough.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough region there. And whoever makes it out of that one is either going to be strong or either going to be dead because they had to go through that gauntlet.
Right.
So, yeah, that's a big one there. I never realized that all of them were in that one region. Wow. Okay, and then I'll go to the 2A. Sorry, I'm scrolling on the screen too fast. Let's see, in the 2A. Got so many regions. All right, Class 2A South 1 region. Right now, Gwynn Park is 12-5. Douglas High School is 10-5. Fremont Heights is 8-4. Surrattsville is 10-6. Crossland is 6-9, and Friendly is 2-12. This is another region that is going to be pretty tough. Gwynn Park is always tough playing good ball. Fremont Heights has a decent team. Douglas is decent. So Ratchville is definitely no pushover. So that's going to be a battle tested region there as well.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And let's see, do I have any more 2A? And then we go into 1A. In the 1A, we have okay. In the 1A South 2, we got CMIT North, who's 11-4. CMIT South is 6-9. Central is 3-14. Tucson is 3-15. College Park Academy is 1-13. And the International High School at Largo is 0-11. And that's it. Did I see Friendly? I don't know where I seen Friendly yet.
You already did Friendly.
Okay, all right, did Friendly. I thought I forgot him. All right, so that's the regional standings right now as we heading into the playoffs. And Monday night, I just thought about this, because we got a game next Monday night, so I won't have a show on Monday night. But I'll talk to the boss and see when I can squeeze in one to do a show before the playoffs start.
Okay.
All right. So that's where we at basketball wise. Let me see what's going on in the comments here. We got our guy Drip checking in. You know, I don't know what's going on with the WrestleManiacs and Coach Drip and his wrestling crew, man, but they done had some funny commentary over the last week or so, man.
It's some creative dudes, man. So I want to see how they play this out.
Right. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
I think you can do any kind of way you want to do it. They can do a collab show. That's what I'd love to see. Just to see all the minds there, because I know I've done a wrestling show at one point with Nubian, and he was naming organizations and wrestling places, and I was like, yo, he gotta be making this up. Like, there's no way it's this many wrestling organizations out here. And sure enough, man, I was like, you know what? That's his thing.
Oh, my bad, man. Excuse me. Texting with the next
Coach,
guest, man.
Coach Jerome says, shoot, this basketball season went by fast. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, I like this comment. Coach Jerome says the region of doom. And then Coach Mark says, what's your 4A prediction?
What's my 4A prediction? Coach Marcus, my 4A prediction is this. The 300 is still defending state champions. We're still defending state champions until somebody knocks us off. So that's my prediction right there.
All right. Coach Drew says, though, don't worry. I got one coming tonight. Oh, I'm ready for this. I want to see what that's going to be.
Right.
And then he said, the MV or MFV sports. He said Kareem Morrow's freshman is fire. Looks like this is our guest, Ron Anthony.
Yeah, tell him I'm sending it to him now. I sent it to the wrong damn number. I sent the link to the wrong number, Ron. Give me 1 second.
Miss Red says peekaboo. And he said Hakeem, not Kareem. All right. And that gets us up.
Kareem is his brother. That's my receiver number 7. Hakeem is his younger brother. So, yep.
I got that.
Yep. Ron, if you're still listening, man, I just sent it to you, man. My bad on sending it to the wrong number. My dyslexia jumped in and I switched two numbers around.
You good for that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. So I just sent it to him. So he should be joining us in a second. Oh man. So while we got a little break, man, what you got going on? Hey, come right here. Good job. Let me go ahead and add him on there.
we can hear you, Coach.
What's going on, Ron?
What's up, man? How you?
Good. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all clear. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you're good, sir.
Yep, we got you.
Okay.
Yep, my bad on sending the link to the wrong number, man. I said my dyslexia kicked in.
It happens, man. It happens.
Yeah. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we got my guy Ron Anthony, former coach in the area, and I'm gonna call him the leader of the DMV football coaches group. How you feeling today?
Man, I'm good, man. No complaints.
No complaints. So just a little, give us a little brief background about yourself and your involvement with football in the area.
Yeah, man. Well, I was a lifer like everybody else. Started young, coaching junior high ball in the city. Then I went to one of my nephew's games. He was 5 at the time. They lost the game, and his coaches cried at the end of the game, and I was just disheveled. I couldn't believe it, right? So I said, "No, I got to go down." I had just gotten a head coaching job at Eastern Senior High School. I had to turn it down at the time, and I went down to coach my nephew at Lamont Riggs, and took him all the way up to high school, and became the head coach of Phelps Senior High School, and that's where I saw a need for new head coaches. To have a platform to talk to people, especially because I didn't know what the hell I was doing at the high school level. So I was relying a lot on Mike Hunter at the time. And as the season started going on, I'm like, I got to get more help. He's busy in season. So I created this platform, man, originally for, coaches to be able to talk to each other and share advice and things of that sort. And it just took off since then.
How many coaches you have associated with the group?
Right now, we're at about 900 coaches representing programs all throughout DC, Maryland, and Virginia. We got real good mix of coaches from everywhere, from all over the DMV.
Yeah, I know. I remember. Shoot, I think this was around pre-COVID, like right before COVID. Around that time, maybe a little bit earlier, when I joined the group, man, and Midnight Ride. I'm telling you, it's a group that Ron is only going to allow coaches to come in there. If you ain't no coach, you ain't part of the family or whatever. But man, if you want to hear some of the best shit talking out there, this is one of the groups, man, where you're gonna hear the best of it. But it's all love though. Nobody takes it, personal. It's all love, and it's a group that shares a lot of knowledge with each other. They support each other's kids. But it's gonna be some shit talking in there.
And that's the point of it, right? Like, one of my pet peeves is seeing coaches be disgruntled on their personal pages, right? Because now you're getting your wives, your family involved. You're getting, everybody mixed up. So one of the main reasons to have this is because, coaches, if you feel a certain type of way, let's share it amongst men.
that are in the same profession as you, and let's talk about it. Sometimes you're gonna be right, sometimes you're gonna be wrong, and you're gonna get called to the carpet. We had a situation the other day where a coach got called to the carpet for what he did,
Right.
and he was a great sport about it. He realized he did something very stupid. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm glad instead of holding on to them feelings and just being mad, you got a platform to share, how it is that you're feeling, to get it out. And then you know me, I'm gonna make a joke about it. We're gonna have fun with it. So
Yeah, man. Not getting into the situation on here, man. But when I was reading it, well, I heard about it outside of the group, and
right.
then when I was reading the message, and then that damn video you posted, man, the Bishop Sycamore 2.0, man, I cried laughing. Midnight, I'm gonna have
Man,
to share that with you off air, but man, I cried laughing.
I can only
hey man.
imagine, man.
You gotta, I just try to bring light, man, to the community, man. That, because everybody, sometimes you can take things too seriously, man. And we gotta have fun with this life, man. This is the only one we get, and we pour so much into other people, man. It's important that we get to laugh and sit back and enjoy ourselves too, because we're always competing, always competing. So I'm just glad that people can share my sense of humor, and have a good time, man.
Right.
So, what do you have coming up, Coach?
Hey man, we got the first annual DMV Coaches Clinic coming up on February 28th. It's going to be at UDC Community College. Man, I'm super, super excited about this event, man. Not only are we going to talk X's and O's with all college coaches, with, four keynote speakers, all big time head coaches. But we're going to focus on our mental health and our physical health as well, because again, we're always pouring so much into everybody else that sometimes we neglect taking care of ourselves. So that's an important component. And we're going to have a whole session dedicated to our health and wellness. So I'm really excited, man. Not just X's and O's, but taking care of ourselves, man, and making sure that we are physically and psychologically available for all that we do for our communities.
Yeah, man,
Okay.
it's setting up to be a great event. And as I shared with you, Ron, I'm pissed off that I can't make it, but I already agreed to work the wrestling regionals that day. But if you can speak on some of the speakers that you have coming through.
Oh man, so excited! Of course, we got our hometown hero Mike Loxley. That'll be there. He'll be present. Our keynote speaker. We have the new head coach at Penn State, Matt Campbell, coming to speak. We also have Ted White, the new head coach at Howard University, that we're excited about. And then coming all the way down from Syracuse, New York, we have the head coach of Syracuse University, Fran Brown. So, man, it's going to be an exciting day, man, for the DMV. We are finally getting the recognition that we deserve. We are not just a basketball town anymore. So, we're the hotbed of the entire United States. So, it's time that people recognize that, and a lot of coaches, college coaches, are recognizing the talent we have here. Not only the talent, the resolve that our kids show on every level. So I'm excited about this clinic, man. It's something new, and it's going to shape up to be the best clinic in town.
Um. Oh, did we lose him?
Yeah, look like we lost it. Ron, you still there? Oh, look
All
like
right.
we lost him for a second, but man, you know, it's a lot of groups out there, man, and
All right,
always
that thing
talk
I'm
about.
back. Y'all there?
Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
you there?
Hold on.
Can you hear us?
Hold on. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
I was getting a call. Let me try
We can
that.
hear and see you, Coach.
Yep,
Can
we
y'all
got
hear
you.
me?
Yep, we got you.
No, I can't hear y'all. Let me try coming back.
All right, let him come back in there. Um, yeah, man. When Ron first said he was putting this coaches clinic together, and he started listing the coaches that were going to appear, man, and it just seemed like every other day he was adding a big name to the event, man. So it was great to see. Ron, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm with you guys.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. All right, go ahead,
Yeah,
Midnight.
so we're
On
excited, man. Excited. It's gonna be dope, man. I'm mad you can't be there, my guy, but I'm gonna share everything with you, man.
I
This
appreciate it,
start
man.
of something, man. It's just the start. We just getting started, man. You've been around, man. So we'll get it going.
Yep, yep. You got one, Midnight?
Yeah, just what do you want if you're a young coach coming to this? What should be something I'm looking forward to take away from this?
Man, so much. It's so much. It's going to be so much wealth of knowledge in the room. Depending on what your aspirations are, you definitely need to set goals for yourself, coaching goals. If you desire to coach at a higher level, the college level, there'll be guys there that you can speak with to help you with that. There's going to be so much wealth of knowledge, even amongst the high school coaches that'll be there. And you'll get to see some of these guys in person. You'll get to see a Bill McGregor who a lot of people don't get to see, very much.
Mm-hmm.
But Coach McGregor and his whole staff will be there. I mean, you'll get to see a wealth of knowledge from a variety of different platforms, man. And again, as a young coach, it's important that you take care of yourself physically as well as mentally because we battle a lot. And right now, you have youth on your side, but we definitely want to teach the next generation of coaches not only X's and O's, but how to take care of themselves because one thing I learned, you can't pour from an empty cup. If you're not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of the others.
Mm-hmm. When I started this platform in July, Ron, the goal was to bring a positive light back to PG County across the board in athletics, man. And since I've started it, man, it has grown a lot. Um, the focus is PG County, but we talk to people in other counties, man, and we shed some light on some other stuff that's going on, man, and that's why I wanted to get you on like 2 weeks ago, but I was like, no, I think I'm gonna wait till it's closer to the event, so you can advertise it, man, and just the knowledge that you spit in the group, man, and some of the stuff. We even got college coaches part of the group, man, and that wealth of knowledge out there. A lot of the young coaches need this stuff, man. If you look at the
Absolutely.
youth game now, and you follow a lot of football, you look at the youth game now, man. Some of these coaches, man, they think they coaching Madden, man, and it's not. And when they get up to the high school level, man, as a high school coach, we starting from ground one with these players, man. So this is a great event. I hope that a lot of the youth coaches in the area, take advantage of this.
Yeah, and I was surprised and I was excited to see a lot of youth coaches have signed up. Um, sometimes youth coaches can be intimidated by the fast pace of clinics and things like that. But I was really excited to see that there were a lot of youth coaches that want to get better. Um, and you could tell it was a huge need for it, and they see all the talented staff that'll be there. So why not? Why not? Just life is about taking risks. We tell kids not to be afraid in big moments, and we teach them that pressure is a privilege. So that we have to take that on, and I'm extremely excited about the youth coaches that are on board and the youth coaches that will sign up and come to this because it'll be a dope day for all coaches of all levels of football.
Are we when you have these breakouts? Are we teaching like game stuff, or are you working on a little bit of everything? Showing them how to build staffs and things of that nature.
Absolutely. So that's the unique thing about this particular clinic. working on every phase of the game. Again, leadership development. We have a whole session with 6 presenters with just not football, right? Was partly football, but not X's and O's. So we're talking about we have the head coach of Virginia Union, Dr. Parker, who's going to be talking about leadership development. So to get a guy that's been having a native DMV guy, Washingtonian, to come back, give his time to talk about leadership development, not talking about X's and O's, but you see what he's built in the CIAA and how powerful Virginia Union is as of late. So to have somebody like him, to have a player development guy from UVA coming, some mental health experts, some physical health experts like Myron Flowers. It's just going to be a real exciting day, man. And I'm really, really excited about what we're doing and how we're thinking differently. We're thinking outside the box. We're not just thinking X's and O's like the typical clinic, So it's going to be a great day.
All right.
Now that you put this together, man, and I think it was a long time coming, man. I think you was building and building up to this point, man, and it's going to be a great day. But what do you got planned following this up? Like you can't just stop here, man. You got to keep on going.
Absolutely not. No, definitely not stopping, man. It's COVID set us back a little bit a few years ago, and people just became virtual. In a lot of ways, we learned that we could do things virtually, but now football is a game that's coached in person. It's not a virtual game. Like you said, we're not playing Madden, right? So we can't play online with our buddies. So having coaches show back up and continue to have conversations that better the DMV as a whole. It's not just about our small sections, because when coaches come in town, they all say, I'm going to the DMV to get this kid or that kid. They don't say I'm going to DC. They don't say I'm going to Mo County. They say I'm coming to the DMV. Coaches are assigned regions, and the DMV is a region coaches are assigned. So we got to continue to build this thing together, because that's how we're viewed at the next level. In order to continue to have success at the next level, have our kids get a chance at the next level, we just all got to stay together and keep coming together with different things.
Go ahead, Coach.
So, I'm gonna talk to you about this, off air, man. But I think one of the things that we need to put together in this area for our kids, man, is some seminars and showing them how to conduct themselves when they talking to college coaches, when they're out on these official visits, campus visits, man. Because I'm not gonna put anybody out there, but I've gone on some visits, man, with some of my kids. And I've seen some, other kids from other schools, man, that, they show up to these visits by themselves with no adult, representing them, man. And they just don't know how to conduct themselves, man. So, and you can't fault them, because if they don't know, they don't know. So
Absolutely.
I think that's one of the things that we need to look, you got the power to push it more than I do, but, just putting together, like start doing some small seminars, even if they got to be online, just, maybe having a coach come on and talk to them about, what they expect to see. If you go back and look at the shows we did the last 2 weeks, where we had Nick Gould from Howard on here talking about the recruiting process, he touched on some of that as well, about, what coaches are looking for when they get kids on campus. So, that might be something we might look in, you might want to look into doing in the future.
Absolutely, man. I will announce this on your show to you, but I have Tavon Wilson coming on board as our director of player development. So there are a multitude of things that we want to take, moving forward. And like you said, just continue this momentum, right? It starts with the coaches, but it ends with the players. So we have a bunch of player things that are going to be coming up this spring that we're really excited about. We want to do a lot of teaching, right? We want to help our kids be successful on and off the field, even with this transfer portal era, because what's not talked about enough is the fact that a lot of kids fail in the transfer portal and don't get picked up. And now they have to go back home and they have lost an opportunity to get what's the ultimate goal, which is a degree, um, and sets their lives back. So we want to try to avoid that from happening. It's kind of a tiered level of success. We got to kind of look at it when it comes to kids and who enters the portal and who should not. So yeah, a lot of things brewing, man. And we'll be seeking a lot of guys in the group to make this thing happen, man. But we're moving forward, man. It's 2026. We got to keep it going.
I want to give you a compliment because I've been doing this show with this fella since July, and one of the things that I always tell him about is I love the camaraderie between the coaches. Like when the guys, whenever we have a coach on, his saying is, I root for you all the time. Besides when you play the 300, so I just love it that the guys are willing to open up and talk and share just knowledge. I love that information being transferred amongst coaches. So I want to commend you for putting this together, man.
Absolutely, brother. That's the key, man. We end it together. At the end of the day, we're together. We are together, and we're coming together. Even college coaches are seeing it, and they're excited about how we're all coming together. We're not just in our separate silos anymore, and people will continue to see that coming up on the 28th and moving forward. We are together, and we're of course better together. So that's the goal.
All right, before we let you get out of here, Ron, for the coaches out here who may not be aware of what's going on the 28th, how can they contact you or find out information about the event?
Yeah, so you go to our IG page at DMV underscore HS underscore football, or just go to dmvfootball.com and register, or you could message me there. But we're here. Anytime people have any questions with anything, we're really, really super responsive. Mike Hunter and Dre Case are also doing this clinic with me. Those are two dynamic guys in this area. So we're all here, we're available, and we're showing that we can do better together.
Cool.
Yeah, two good guys, man. Dre was supposed to be on the show a couple of months ago, man, but that Syracuse money must not be good because his Wi-Fi wasn't working and we couldn't get him to connect. So so tell Dre he need to talk to my man up there, see if he can get a little bit better of a paycheck or something, man.
I got you.
All right, man. Ron, I appreciate you, man, joining us tonight, man. And looking forward, like I said, I'm pissed that I'm gonna miss the event, man, but I'm looking forward to more events in the future. And I'm monkey stomp of the week segments during the season. Even though I was on the bus one time, Midnight Rider. We took a bad L, so he had me sitting front and center. My man Paris from Bowie behind me. So
hey, and one thing about me, can't nobody say that I'm not fair, man. Any and everybody can get it.
Yeah.
How close we are.
Yep. Yeah, any and everybody can did it, man. Look, that's the only time I was on there, though. I ain't getting on there this year.
That's right, my God. That's right.
All right, man, Ron, I appreciate you, man, taking the time to join us, man. And I'll be in touch with you, brother.
My guys, it's good talking to y'all, fellas. Y'all have a good one, man.
You do the same, man.
All right, y'all.
All right, that was Ron Anthony, DMV High School Football Coaches Group, man. And that's going to be a great event, man. Midnight. A lot of coaches going to be there, man. And it's good, nice to see that a lot of these coaches are flying in. They're coming in for this event. It ain't a virtual event. They're coming in person. So, like I said, you got the Syracuse head coach coming in. Loxley's coming in. You got the Penn State head coach coming in. Like this is a big event for the DMV, and I'm glad to see that Ron and the group is putting this on.
Nah, it sounds amazing, man. Sounds real good.
Yeah. All right, man. We didn't put together another great show, man. So before we close out, man, let us know what Midnight Rider got going on the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network this week.
This week, tomorrow at 6:30, Unapologetic Sports. Of course, tomorrow, Tuesday night, we got the Tuesday night flight at 7:45. 7:30 on Wednesday, we got Nothing But Net. It's our NBA show. What else we got? Wednesday night at 8 p.m. We got In the Pasture Seat. Thursday, 7:15, we had the Thursday night throwdown. On Saturday night, we had the WrestleManiacs at 9 p.m. Not sure if we're gonna get a gridiron episode because I think I'm gonna be out at the wrestling event. So I don't know how much time I'm gonna spend there, but I'm gonna try to spend a couple hours and see some stuff, and then head back to the crib, man. But that's what we got going on, man.
All right, cool. And just a heads up, it won't be no show next Monday, man, because we got our last regular season game versus Severna Park. Monday night, the 23rd at the 300. So won't be a live show then. So we'll figure out when I can come on and just to talk playoffs before the playoffs start.
Even if you don't do your own show, or throw it in with somebody, one of the other shows like on Tuesday night or Thursday night.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yep. I can come join one of them shows and talk. Yep. That'll work. That'll work, man. So, hey, man, again, as always, I appreciate everybody, man, for hanging in with us. All we're trying to do is educate the people, man, have some fun while we're doing it. And just talk sports, man. Talk sports and talk junk a little bit. So I went a little bit over today, but not too bad. And I forgot the commercial breaks, Midnight Rider. So
don't worry about it.
Boss gonna dock my pay. I'm gonna dock my pay again.
You'll be all right. Trust me, I know a guy. I think you can get it by with this one.
Gotcha. All right, man. Well, I hope everybody have a great week. Stay safe. It's gonna be a little warmer out there. It's gonna be close to 60 degrees this week. So, everybody be safe out there. Enjoy, and we'll see y'all next time.
Have a good night.